Welcome into the Sports Buffoons podcast. Come on in back again to the Sports Buffoon Studios here out of Lenexa, Kansas, of course, for another gosh darn show of the Sports Buffoons. Glad to be here. Glad to have the full clan in some capacity. We got Tanner Dawson over to, I guess, it'd be my left based on the video. We got JG in the middle, and then I'm Mike Settle here on this side. What you fellas, how you guys been doing?
Been good, except for the damn wind.
Yeah, you got a lot of wind. You got to experience a rough KU game this past weekend. So you had that going for you. The weather was not in your favor that day either. Mr. Jalen Daniels was having a hard time throwing the ball that day for some reason. So that was its own issue. So we'll put it that way.
For some reason, yeah, we'll say that way.
I'm trying to be nice about it, okay? I mean, it was
equal. Everybody
play.
was trying to be nice about it too.
One of them seemed to be able to throw okay, but the other one couldn't. So I don't know what to say about that. But JG, how you doing?
Doing great, man. Just I'm getting used to the new car still. You know, when you buy a new car or used car or whatever, it just takes a while to get used to the little things that are in there. So I'm just getting used to that, and yeah, that's about it, man. How about those Chiefs?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's what we're here for today for the most part. I mean, now sitting at 5-3, nice to see, of course. Never a doubt. I mean, in the last 6 games, I guess, we're 5-1. So things could be worse, but things have turned around and looking good. But we'll dive into that here heavy here in the next few minutes. But before we get started, I guess I need to ask you guys what you guys are sipping on for the night.
Yeah, I just got the Dasani today, man. I ran out of the non-alcoholic beer.
Oh,
which
okay.
It was really good. I ran out. Now I'm going with the Dasani.
Dasani. Man, do you like Dasani? Like, as far as bottled water goes, I feel like that's one of the least popular styles of water. People don't enjoy Dasani.
All it is you're voting Coke or Pepsi.
Right, and that's a Coke.
Dasani is Coke, Pepsi is Aquafina. Aquafina is disgusting, which means Dasani is basically the winner if you just want to pay like $1 or $1.50.
I've never been a big Dasani fan myself, but
they don't have to do much. I'll put it that way. They don't have to do much. They're just trying to be better than that nasty Aquafina.
Aquafina's been like, I think that's better. That's the one Pepsi product I actually like.
Well, yeah, but this is coming from the same guy that thinks Whataburger is like the best burger of all time. So I wouldn't think of it. I wouldn't expect anything less from you, Tanner.
Are you talking to Carrington again?
Nasty drinking water.
He thinks you're Carrington.
I know you're not talking about me.
He thinks you're the Whataburger King. So.
Your taste.
Why would I? When?
The way that I'll put it this way, the way that you rank your all-time favorite burgers is highly questionable.
Yeah, well, Whataburger's not in the top 5 or 10.
I will be having In-N-Out Burger this weekend, by the way. So
hey, that's a top 5 burger.
I'll be in Vegas. Lots of great burgers out there.
Yeah, and I did have that a couple of weeks ago when I was in California. I got to eat it twice. In-N-Out Burger is the GOAT.
It's great stuff, man. I love In-N-Out Burger. It's in my top 3.
Mike needs to go get some White Castle when he goes to Fremont.
Guys, I've had a White Castle before. I might stop in there. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling that day.
White Castle.
Why? I mean, I've had it before, man. I know what White Castle's all about. I grew up with that shit. When I was growing up,
it was still in Kansas City. Dude.
What?
Well, now you can get it locally. Can you still get it locally at the Argosy Casino?
Oh,
they had it over there.
At Argosy, if you want to go to the vending machine in the casino, they have White Castle in there. You can buy from the vending machine for like $3. So,
I thought they cooked it and prepared it for you.
Well, in the vending machine.
Oh, okay.
The vending machine. The vending machine is what makes the White Castle. So I don't know. I mean, I've had it before. When I was growing up, it was still in Kansas City. and I lived on the Missouri side, so yes, I had White Castle plenty. But I'll be having In-N-Out Burger. That's my only thing that I'm definitely having as far as burgers go while I'm out in Vegas, starting tomorrow morning.
What do you got, Mike? What is that?
Well, I do have one actually that's very unique, something different that I have not ever had before. This is probably not a good idea, but I got the Chinese Food Mind Games Triple Hazy IPA from Martin House Brewing Company in Texas. And it's brewed by Texans, is what it says, but it's from Texas.
Are you sure it's not
So,
actually made in China?
It's
It says Chinese food.
Chinese Food Mind Games Triple Hazy IPA is what this is. So
I think it's made in China, man. I think they're lying.
Never
about
had this.
it.
This probably deserves its own glass, as a matter of fact. So I probably made a mistake by sitting down before I got a glass, but it's okay. I'll drink it from the can anyway. We're gonna.
I'll go get it for you.
We're gonna. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Make sure it's not dirty either.
What's the ABV on that? 12?
All the glasses are dirty.
All the glasses are dirty at Tanner's house. What else is new?
Yeah.
No, I'm at your house. What are you talking about?
You no. Okay. All right. He's a corny ass today. Is what the problem is. He's a corny ass.
Yeah, he had one too many drinks after work, I think.
he's a cornball boy.
He had a rough day.
Our first
He had a
one,
rough
guys.
day at his-
First one. Just open it
Got
up.
the
Hazy Hercules.
Hazy Hercules IPA.
Did you have a
Great
rough
to
day at
buy.
your day job, Tanner?
Not today.
You never drink on Wednesdays.
I do too. What are you talking
Normally,
about?
no, he's a Tuesday guy. So, all right. Anyways, you guys, let's jump on into some stuff that's going on today. First thing I saw, you pull up Yahoo, and I was shocked. Their headline was extremely. I mean, it was misconstrued. The headline was not correct on Yahoo. Basically, the headline was NFL succumbs to the Bad Bunny rhetoric or news or backlash regarding his performance coming up in the Super Bowl, and now they've put in Sting.
Whoa.
Yes, this is a thing.
What did I miss?
So this was what Yahoo posted today on their front page. The NFL succumbs to Bad Bunny, yada yada. Something I can't remember what word they used, but basically, and then Sting is now a Super Bowl performer. Is what was put on the Yahoo.
And he's 74
front,
years old.
And he's 74 years old. This was put on the front page of Yahoo News as of right now. It's still on there. I promise you. You might have to scroll a little bit, but I was.
Is this real?
Yeah, Sting is performing for the Super Bowl. But here's what I'm going to say is that the news is full of shit, because what the news and these articles refuse to point out to begin with is that what Sting is actually doing is a pre-Super Bowl performance that is based around the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl has ads based around this performance. So Sting is performing at 74 years old with an advertisement of the Super Bowl as his backbone for the performance.
Okay.
But
That makes more
Yahoo
sense.
wants to play this up as a thing where the NFL is succumbing to the backlash of Bad Bunny being at the halftime performance, and that's not the case. It's not the case. What Sting is doing, what Bad Bunny's doing, are two completely different things. In fact, Sting is performing 2 days before Super Bowl, whatever we're at. It's February 6th is Sting's performance, which means Tanner, maybe you and I could wake up after nothing more, and we could go fly out to hang out and watch Sting the day after and have 2 concerts in 2 days.
What a great time that would be.
Yeah, I mean, what a great time.
Well, I think it's a huge mistake by the NFL to throw 74-year-old Sting in there, because all he's going to do is sing everybody's favorite song. Like if you're in your 80s or if you're in your 60s, maybe everybody's favorite song was "Every Breath You Take" by Sting. But I would much rather they sing, just instead of Sting, put Diddy on the stage so he can sing his version
You need
of
that.
that song, which is "I'll Be Missing You." So I think you'd get better ratings if you actually put Diddy on the stage, but
Yeah.
then you'd have to pull him out of jail, and that'd probably be a huge mess. So That's how they got stuck with Sting instead of Diddy's, because he's in jail.
You know that Puff Daddy version of that song. Oh boy. Anyways, that's in the headlines right now, Tanner. I don't know if you were aware of that.
Okay. No, I did
find
not
it? Did you
see
pull it up?
anything about that.
If you
No, I
just
didn't pull it up.
go to Yahoo or Google or whatever, you'll see what I'm talking about. But it's
I go to the
nonsense,
NFL
the way that
section.
they're portraying the articles themselves are straight clickbait. Straight clickbait. It's so stupid.
Shocker.
Straight click. I mean, they don't. I mean, because they make it seem like it's a thing where, oh, well, the NFL finally decided to, the backlash of Bad Bunny, and they put in Sting instead. I couldn't believe it at first, but yeah. Anyways, it's not even anything to do with Super Bowl.
So you had me in the first half, man. Like, if did we not enjoy what we saw in the Brazil game?
What are you talking about, Brazil game?
In the Brazil game, did we not enjoy that halftime performance? What do you think Bad Bunny's going to
No, I was pissed the whole time because we were losing to the Chargers.
Okay.
You wanted me to enjoy a halftime show when we're down? Do I even know who played last year in the Super Bowl, Tanner, with the Chiefs Eagles? I have no idea who played or performed. I have no idea, nor do I care.
Well, who was it in Brazil? Because I didn't watch the halftime.
He doesn't know either.
Was it? Did they throw in Bad Bunny down there too?
Just go look it up.
Might as well.
It was in Brazil, so they could understand it.
Might as well.
Go look it up. And as a guy that's now, in your own apartment, Mike, you might enjoy that halftime performance a little more. So, and that's what's coming to Bad Bunny with Bad Bunny.
I don't remember anything about that.
Just look it up. You'll enjoy it.
Okay, if you say so, whatever.
I think it was a great halftime show. So,
well, what would you prefer?
And I can't wait for Bad Bunny.
Would you that Puff Daddy version of the song or the Sting?
The Sting piece of shit.
Yeah, if you're not gonna play the clip, then nobody knows what the heck you're talking about, man. That's an epic fail.
Just go look it up, guys. Brazil halftime show from this year you'll understand what I'm saying.
All right, well, he's on this Brazil thing, so all right. Well,
same thing we're gonna do with Bad Bunny.
Good to know.
I love it.
All right. Well, anyways, guys. Let's dive into some Chiefs talk here for a few minutes. Obviously, things right now are looking a lot smoother than they were a few weeks ago. Rashee Rice fully in the mix as he should be, taking direct snaps, lining up in the backfield at running back, playing almost a Deebo Samuel role, and Deebo was actually worth a shit, and not just getting 11 yards in a game like he did this past weekend. So, Rashee Rice is going to be a major factor in this offense all year long, as long as he's healthy, obviously. But it was so cool. I felt like that first drive, it seemed like Xavier Worthy was the one who was more active and involved in the Chiefs offense to begin the game. It's almost like they were trying to force him the ball while Rice, knowing Rice would be double team possibly, or have a safety over him, such and so on. But overall, man, it opened up everything. Travis Kelce had his best game of the season, other than an interception that went right off of his hands. And he was pissed, by the way, about that. And New Heights, he did talk about that, as a matter of fact. And he didn't just say, I got to be better, because we're used to all hearing that, right? Well, he actually sat there and said, I'm fucking sick and tired of me dropping the fucking goddamn ball and giving it to the other team. Essentially, I'm paraphrasing, but he actually let some emotion out about it. He's frustrated with his own play as far as that goes, but it was nice to see him show up in big moments, and he's number 2 right now in tight ends and receiving. Who would have thought that Travis Kelce, who's had an iffy year in our minds,
old man Kelce,
is actually number 2 in receiving yards for all tight ends, and all the rest of the tight ends, by the way, in the top 5 are 25 or younger. So, those guys don't even know what Nickelodeon was like back in our day. And, Travis got to grow up in the right era. That's for damn right. So, anyways, guys, Tater, know why Tater's laughing so hard. Anyways, what are your first takeaways from this past weekend's game against the Washington Commanders?
Yeah, I heard they're going to change the name soon. I
heard they're jealous.
I can't imagine what they might possibly be thinking of changing.
I heard Washington fans are very jealous that the Chiefs get to be known as the Chiefs. We get to have an Arrowhead, and we get to do the tomahawk chop because every Washington fan
Here we
at
go.
Arrowhead yes, they posted on YouTube or Twitter
Yes.
or whatever it may be. They were very jealous of the fact that the Chiefs get to still have everything that we represent, everything that comes with our culture as a fan base, and also, you know, they understand, but I think at the same time they're jealous of the fact we get to keep everything that we grew up with.
Yeah, I mean they're definitely going to change it to something. I just hope that they can keep it clean and try to be mindful of all of the racisms that we have to deal with in this country. But getting back to the game, first takeaway for me, rushing as a team at 4.9 yards per carry. That was very impressive. I mean, you know, the Commanders don't have like an elite defense, but I think, you know, they're definitely kind of middle of the pack, but I don't think they're not a team that I view as having a bad rushing defense. So I think putting up 4.9 yards per carry was good. Good for the Chiefs. It's great to see because you have to stay balanced, you know, even if you're going to, you know, have a high powered offense and start launching the ball everywhere, you still have to stay balanced. And that's what they were able to do with their rushing game. And then, you know, again, for me, we already talked about the interceptions. Yeah, that's always going to be troubling, but for him to throw 2 interceptions in one game, you know, that's going to happen, man. Like, even if you're playing at an MVP level, those games are going to happen sometimes. And, you know, it's not, obviously it's not always going to be Mahomes' fault, but I keep in mind that, you know, as much as Kelce is upset with himself and, you know, me as a fan, I'm upset to have to watch that stuff. You got to keep in mind that bullet, I mean, that football is coming in just like a bullet, man. And it's not like, you know, it's easy when we sit back and watch these guys on TV and be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he, you know, it bounced off his hands and he caused that interception, which is true, but it's not easy, man. Like when you try to catch a ball coming from Mahomes, it's coming like it seems like a bullet. And so I'm going to give Kelce a pass on that one. And but
wait, were you
I don't want to see it again.
Watching Colts fans on Twitter? Were you watching the Colts fans on Twitter where they said, "Oh, Mahomes threw it too hard, so it's on Mahomes"? So that's exactly
I'm not buying that. I'm not going to buy that. I think you guys know that I've traditionally been pretty tough on Kelce on this show. When those things kind of happen, I'm just giving him a pass because it's just like, you know, that stuff is going to happen from time to time. But I don't expect to see that again from him. I can tell you that anytime soon.
The main reason I will not give him a pass is because he already did it once this year. It cost us a game.
Yes, it did.
And this is a situation where we have not seen him make these kind of mistakes twice in 1 year ever before this, other than maybe some of the mistakes he had in his first couple of years playing where he was fumbling. Because in the first couple of years of him playing, he had a kind of a fumbling problem. He fixed that over time. But these drops, and he cost us a game against the Eagles, I'm not giving him a pass because it's like, it's the simplest things. It's the simplest thing. It's not like the ball is way above your head. It's going off your fingertips. It's literally right here, dude. Catch the goddamn pass. Or in the Eagles game, literally right where you want it to be based on that coverage. And so for me, it's like the ball is being put in the perfect place both of those times that he allowed an interception that is now on Patrick Mahomes' stat sheet for MVP race, if we care about that. I'm not worried about that. I care more about Super Bowl MVPs than I do regular season MVPs. But with that said, Travis is in some ways hurting the team through that. Now, he has in some ways made up for it too with some great plays along the way. But, you know, this 36-year-old Kelce definitely reminds me, I said before, guys, Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, as he's gotten older in the NBA, has become a very sloppy player where he is a guy that can put up big points, put up 30 points a game, whatever, but he will turn the ball over many times as well. Something different than what Kevin Durant did whenever he was in his prime. And so that's my main comparison I want to draw to just because as a Suns fan, I got to experience that and see that live firsthand. And Travis is at that age, like Kevin Durant, where it's like he's sloppy, but whenever he's good, he's really good, And so it's like you tolerate some of the sloppiness because you know he's going to end up doing something great for you eventually throughout a game or throughout a season. But at the same time, is this going to continue? We are 5-3. We're 8 games in. Let's say this happens 2 more times throughout this season. If that's 4 times in 1 year, that for something like that to go off of his hands and cause a turnover, then that's a major issue. That's going to cost us another game.
Here's the thing, man. When you get older, your reflexes specifically start to decline.
I'm aware.
And if that ball is coming that fast at you and your reflexes are on the decline, like what are you going to do? I mean, you're not going to throw Kelce on the bench. Like this is like he's going to be like a premier pass catcher on this team for the rest of the year. So whatever you think he's going to do, I don't think you're going to see that again in the regular season, but it might pop up in the playoffs. So then what are you going to do? You're going to bench him? No. You just got to live with it at this point. Now, going into next year, that might be a different story. They can go back and look and say, okay, well, we need to do something differently because it's, he's declining a little bit here.
No, I agree. But is it worth us bitching about? I don't know. But it is kind of a problem. And it can be a problem later in the year too. It's not even cold yet, God damn it.
I think
that's the thing. It's not
stone hands when it's not even cold.
I think as Rashee Rice gets a little bit more up to speed throughout the season, I think that you can take a little bit.
What do you want from the guy?
No, just in terms of like being more comfortable. Like he only played he's been out
9 for 93 and a touchdown.
I'm saying he sat out 6 games, Tanner, as he gets more and more comfortable with the offense.
9 for 93 and a touchdown. He has to be more comfortable.
Would you just listen? Like you're just talking at the same time.
What are we doing?
It doesn't make any sense. I'm trying to make a point here. You can take more and more off of Kelce's plate as the season goes on, and you can try to funnel more of those targets towards Rashee Rice. So then you don't have to worry about these situations as much because you're taking more off of his plate as an older player. Man, you need to stop drinking, dude.
Dave cracks me up. That's great. Dude, I don't know what else you want from Rashee Rice. I don't know how more comfortable he has to be in 2 games here.
No, Rashee Rice is going to be a guy that gets like 7 to 9 catches per game going forward, like every game. And so
you really said 7 to 9. You couldn't say 6 to 9 and making a nice
Tanner,
range.
I swear to God, I am not 12 years old, and I'm not playing this stupid game that these kids are playing right now. And I'm not doing this 6-7 bullshit.
That's like 6-7, right? I said 6 to 6-9 and make it a nice range.
I see. This is the Tanner thing. Okay, I thought you were going back to the current age, whatever these kids.
No, I don't know that. I still don't understand it. So
I don't, and I don't want to. So we're just gonna.
I don't either.
Between 7 and 9 at least catches per game is Rashee Rice's rough estimate per game.
I'm just saying, like, I would rather see as the season progresses, I want to see Rashee Rice actually get more targets. Like, I think you can give that guy 12. You can give him
11, 12, yeah.
12 to 13 targets rather than 9 to 10. And
think about touches. Think about touches in this past game. I don't know exactly what the targets were this past game, but he had touches. He lined up in the backfield multiple times. He also had the direct snap that got down to the 1 yard line, the 1 inch line, whatever you want to call it. So he's going to be used not just in the receiving game, but I think he's going to take some handoffs too eventually in this offense too, because they know he's a physical runner. So that's going to help along the way too.
Yeah, so he went 9 for 9 in the receiving ranks this past week, and he had 2 attempts behind the scrimmage.
Right.
So
I expect to see more of that. I expect to see more of the same of that.
He's 9 for 9. I love that. Yeah.
He's fresh. He's not even going to play a full season, so let's use him.
He's fresh, and then we got a bye week next week too. So, guys, otherwise, before we move on to the Bills, obviously, what are anything else that stood out from this past game that you'd like to point out or be excited about before we get into
I do.
current week with the Bills? Go ahead.
I do. Look, it was a rough first half, right? I think we all know it was a rough first half. It was a messy game.
In the beginning, it was messy.
Andy Reid's interview at halftime. I don't know if you guys stuck around to listen to what he said. They asked him about the offense, and he pretty much said his words were pretty much like, "Hey, yeah, we got to clean some stuff up. We'll be okay," is what he said. Then they asked about the defensive side and Mariota, getting down the field, driving, and he said the same thing pretty much. And he goes, "We'll be okay." And sure enough, what happened in the second half? We were okay. Andy Reid's confidence within his team, knowing like, hey, we had a messy half. It's gonna be all right. Like it's not a massive ordeal. We'll get it fixed in the locker room pretty much. And our coaches, our coaching staff, and our players know how to execute. So that's
wasn't
where
that all of us though, Tanner? I mean, do you feel like that was all of us as Chiefs fans? We all felt the same way. Is it?
I don't know. Chiefs Twitter felt like a meltdown for a little bit, but
so I'll tell you this. I went out. I think since I've been in this space here, I went out for the first time for the first half of a game. The other games that I've got to see since I've moved have been at this place or whatever. And the people I was around and the atmosphere I was in, everyone was just like they didn't really care that it was a sloppy first quarter, first half, whatever. Like it was all going to be fine and work out. In fact, I was telling people around me that these low scoring games in the first half tend to be pressure cooking basically for an explosion in the second half. That's typically how these kinds of games go. And it could have probably been crazier. I mean, the over under this game was an under, ended up being 35 total. But basically, I think everything was just so pressurized at that point. The Chiefs' offense was bound to explode in the second half, especially getting the ball to open up the third quarter. And so for me, I think everyone was feeling the same way. No one was sitting there worried or upset about the way.
I wouldn't say anybody was
hey, we're going to figure it out
worried
one way or the other.
Yeah, I was just stating the confidence that Andy Reid.
Well, you mentioned Twitter. Twitter's a cesspool of idiots anyway. I have other words I could use, but I'd rather not be hated on.
But exactly, Dave. We've seen that movie many times.
I'm with you guys, man. I never panicked because when you're playing against Mariota, and you're the Chiefs, you're either going to win or the game's going to be fixed and the referees are going to, steal the game. But it's one or the other. It's not like, oh, the Chiefs played bad in the first half. Oh, and then they crap the bed too in the second half. Like that's never going to happen against that team. Not with Mario.
By the way,
now if you had Jaden Daniels, it might be a different story. Then you could say, okay, well, if they beat us, then maybe they earned it. But it was either going to be a rigged game or the Chiefs were going to win.
By the way,
that's the only two options in that game.
Chiefs were perfect inside the 20.
Yeah,
that game.
Now, for me, my main takeaway from this past game was that now, based on the points allowed, 7, the Chiefs now rank number 2 in total scoring defense in the entire NFL, and they're top 7 in yardage as well. I mean, this is a team. Who would have thought after those first 2 games that this defense would be the thing that we're looking at and going, it's elite. How is it elite? We don't even have a pass rush with our front 4, but yet somehow on points per game basis, this early in the season, which we all talk about all the time, Stu Spagnuolo, second half playoff D coordinator, he saves his best stuff for later in the year. And we are number 2 right now in the entire NFL.
That actually scares me a little bit.
It's going to be hard to sustain that.
We definitely didn't come out hot, but the first half of the season looks amazing. That has me a little bit worried to where, there might be some regression, but I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just like, that's not what we're typically used to.
Because right now our offense is top 7 in points per game. And that was adding in the fact that before Rashee Rice, everything right now we're top 7 and the defense number 2. Like that's just insane to me to think about, especially with some of the teams we've gone against. Now, Raiders are a complete joke, as we all know. But the Commanders, It's Marcus Mariota. You never know what you're going to get with that guy, and he made some great throws.
And he was
in
running
that game.
effectively as well.
He was running effectively. They had the one touchdown to Terry McLaurin that was fantastic. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's the Chiefs' defense, literally at home, especially shutting people down.
Think of it as too, man. Like they don't have to be that good. Like if the offense is going to be elite and unstoppable, you don't need to have a top 5 or a top 10 defense. You just need to be average, and your offense is going to be good enough to win.
Well, now it's a top 3 offense.
Yeah,
with a potential top 3 defense.
Yeah, I'm just saying if the defense slides even just a little bit,
which they might,
I think we're going to be okay.
Yeah, I could see the defense sliding over time. And first of all, our schedule coming up does not get any easier, guys. I mean, we have the Bills, we have a bye week, we have Denver after that, and then we have the Colts. I mean, the next 3 games are going to be pretty tough. So that's going to be the true test of where this team stands, in my opinion, when we have all these matchups coming up that are definitely not going to be pushovers like the Raiders were or like the Commanders were. So I'll be really curious how those things play out.
And then don't forget, we got Alan Peralez's Dallas Cowboys on a short week for Thanksgiving. So, Dallas.
Tanner, you think we care about the damn Cowboys? That's going to be.
I'm just stating it's an away game on a short week.
Man,
during a holiday, dude.
All your family gatherings, it's going to be just kind of background noise while the Chiefs are up 51-0.
I hope so. God, I would hope so.
It's gonna be interesting at least. Guys, let's go ahead and jump into this week now. Let's go ahead and put all that behind us, and be glad we got to enjoy a couple of great beat downs the last couple of weeks. But this week in particular is not going to be the same way, man. This week is going to be tough. It's going to be a bloodbath in a lot of ways. This week, typically, historically, does not go in the Chiefs' favor, which is surprising to me. The fact that the Chiefs are favored in this game, I don't really understand that personally, based on some of the sports books I've seen. This week in particular, why would you pick the Chiefs to win in a game against the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo? I don't understand. I don't know. Someone needs to help me real quick on this one.
So yeah, I mean it's tough to understand that because historically the Bills take care of business against the Chiefs during the regular season.
Yeah,
and so I think everybody, we've seen that play out so many times that we kind of expect it. Even as a Chiefs fan, you kind of, at the back of your mind, was like, okay, well, we have no problem in the playoffs, but yeah, we're going to let the Bills get this one. This is a little bit different scenario because Chiefs have already dropped 3 games. So this is kind of a little bit higher, actually a lot higher sense of urgency here, but also the Bills don't have that same elite defense that we're used to seeing. I would even venture to say that their defense sucks right now, and Mahomes can pick them apart even on the road. So not worried about the Bills defense at all as a Chiefs fan. The other thing I'm looking at is the fact that Josh Allen, man, he's not really throwing for a lot of yards. If you take out week 1 against the Ravens, he's thrown for 148, 213, 209, 253, 180, 163. So in my opinion, if you just spy on him, don't allow him to run and shut down James Cook, if you just stop their running game. And the other thing too is that they kind of look like a little bit like the Chiefs offense last year, where they're using that short passing game to sort of supplement their running game. So they're not necessarily taking a lot of deep shots like we're accustomed to. They're doing more of a dink and dunk offense. And I think that's not really that difficult for the Chiefs defense to stop. And I think if you know that going into the game, let's just basically stop the run, and again, I think the Chiefs can put up a lot of points in this game. So I think it's going to be it's a different narrative than we're used to because, again, high sense of urgency for the Chiefs. We can't just say, oh, it's the Bills, where it's okay if we lose. But also, this is the Bills defense, I think, is trash right now.
Yeah, Tanner, what do you think?
I think Jason is right. We can't just push this game to the side like we have past years. we're in the race for a freaking division right now that Broncos and Chargers are still involved in. Despite as much as we don't think they should be, they are. It's a thing. This is a seeding as well, right? We could come down to the 2 or 3 seed as far as we know, end of the year, and this could be a game that decides it. So it's a game we can't push aside. But I mean, no Ed Oliver for Buffalo. No Ed Oliver out for the year. That's huge. That's huge on Buffalo's defense. But we also don't have Pacheco now. He's also out for a few weeks. So the run game will be a concern for the Chiefs. Ed Oliver and the Bills defense should be interesting as well to see what happens there. Last time Ed Oliver was out, I want to say that was 2 weeks ago. I think that was Oliver's first game back, first or second game back. But they got torched. That was one of the losing weeks, so they got torched on. So should be interesting there. Also, Joshua Palmer was out last week, so they're not even healthy in the receiving ranks for the Bills here. I don't know, man. I get why we're favored. We had the momentum. We have the blowouts behind us. I know the Bills just blew out. Who did they play? Tennessee or whatever? I don't know. I can't remember who it was. Some crappy squad. So it's the same way as us, right? This is gonna be a shootout. It's gonna be what it is. And quite frankly, I think that the right team is favored in this game.
Yeah, the only thing I'll say about this is, we talk about Chiefs-Ravens matchups all the time and how the Chiefs always play the Ravens very, very well. The Chiefs know how to contain Lamar Jackson for the most part. His passing game is always dog shit against the Kansas City Chiefs. And we somehow normally contain the running game too. Even Derrick Henry of the world somehow gets pretty corralled in a lot of ways. To me, the Bills are a different thing. The Bills know, and Josh Allen particularly, knows how to put up points against Steve Spagnuolo's defense. He's done it every single goddamn time. And so I'm not going to take anything away or say or be worried that okay, Josh Palmer, this or that, and, make up other things or mishaps within that offense or injuries possibly. They lost Stephon Diggs and still found a way to beat the Chiefs pretty easily in the last regular season game.
Yep.
I think Josh Allen, for whatever reason, just has a good feel for what the Chiefs defense brings. Now, Steve Spagnuolo, which is who we're going to rely on to make an adjustment in this game based on history, can come in with something different to throw him off guard. That's very much a possibility. But what we've seen historically is that it's the same old story. Josh Allen has one of his best games of the entire year, every year, against the Chiefs. I'm not going to say this is the year that stops. Why would I? Josh plays well. He doesn't turn the ball over too much against the Chiefs and puts up big numbers every single time. And then it's up to the Chiefs offense to keep up, basically. And, normally Steve Spagnuolo saves his best stuff for the playoffs, and things change every single time. But I don't know. I don't know where it stands right now. I don't know just what the potential is of the Bills, because it seems like just the last couple of weeks they figured out, James Cook, we just gave him a bunch of money. Maybe we should give him the ball. James Cook just had one of the best games of it, or actually was the best game of his entire career this past week. And, is that going to continue? I don't know. But I think the Chiefs now have something new to rely on, to focus on within the Bills offense, because James Cook put up 200 yards rushing this past week. So I don't know. I think this is an interesting matchup, and I am not going to look at the Bills as some kind of a pushover team, or like that they're beat up, or Ed Oliver's out and this kind of thing. I think the Bills, in a lot of ways, have the Chiefs' number, because what other team has had success against Patrick Mahomes ever in their history other than the Buffalo Bills? The Bills are the number one team against Patrick Mahomes in his career in a win-loss record. They have the most wins against Patrick Mahomes than any other team does. And so for me, it's like I can't look at it as a game where the Bills are beat up and the right team's favored, because I actually disagree with that. I actually do think that the Bills should be favored in this game.
Yeah, I think for me, both things can be true. What you just said, which I think you have a world where Josh Allen does pick us apart, but their defense is also so shitty that we still beat them. Like, you can still have a relatively
We've-
high scoring game.
We've seen those games before.
and Josh
with the
Allen
Bills.
succeeds, but he still loses. Like it's just
Well, that's happened many times.
yeah,
Always in the playoffs, though.
It's
You know what I mean?
Their defense is just different, man. It's not the same.
It's a very soft defense. I agree with that. It's not the same defense as like let's say 3 or 4 years ago. That was an elite defense 3 or 4 years ago. This defense right now, currently, you can run on them, you can pass on them. I mean, yeah, you could put up good numbers on them with that. I think I can't remember what the over under is right now, but
it's
I think
52.5.
Yeah, I like the over on that.
Yeah, I was wavering there for a second. I mean, we're gonna give our picks a little bit later, but yeah, I definitely think it's going over.
Yeah, that's normally how Bills Chiefs games go.
We got to remember too, right? The competition levels are different from who we faced and who they faced right now up to this part. We took out the Detroit Lions, like it wasn't even close in that mess. The best team that they faced so far is the New England Patriots. They lost that game, and then they lost the Falcons game the week after. And we know the Falcons are very inconsistent. Michael Penix, I know you guys, some of you guys love Michael Penix. He's not it. This is not an all-star killer quarterback. It's a guy that's probably going to start for a few years and
He's still developing.
coming back up.
Still developing. We'll see.
I mean, outside of Baltimore, it'd be New England, and that's it. That's it. Versus the Chiefs. Look what the schedule we've played. Like a different competition level. This is why I say the Chiefs are the right team to be favored in this game. Because the Bills have just faced scrubs the entire time.
All right.
Just my take on it.
I'm glad you're feeling good. I just know the history of this, modern rivalry. This reminds me a lot of the Patriots and Colts from 20 years ago.
Correct.
And we're the Patriots, obviously, in this situation. But, it seems like the Colts, for the longest time, could find ways, Peyton Manning could find ways to steal some wins here and there in the regular season. But, playoffs would come and Tom Brady would take care of business. And that's kind of the way I see it. But, I would feel much better.
We can't blow this game. This isn't a game to just give up because the Bills win the regular season. We can't afford it right now.
I agree with that. But obviously, we would all take a loss this coming week, for instance, and then a win after the bye week, and then a win in the playoffs against the Bills if we need to. Over a win.
Take all three. What are you doing?
I'm just saying, beating the Bills twice in 1 year would be very difficult. I think
it would be, but it's not impossible right
now
for the way that
then again,
offense is
beating them on
shaped.
the road, and then they'd have to come to Arrowhead eventually. That's probably what would happen. So, I would take our chances at Arrowhead every time. I will say that.
Yeah, but you need this game to get to Arrowhead, dude. Like this is a Arrowhead game. I think Mahomes recognizes it. Andy Reid recognizes it.
Yeah,
this is a game.
AFC, yes.
Game at home.
Probably true.
Tanner, you were saying the Chiefs can't afford to lose this game. I would venture to say that the NFL cannot afford to let the Chiefs lose this game because we've already dropped 3 games, and the Kansas City Chiefs are the brand. Patrick Mahomes is the brand of the NFL. I don't think if you guys are into all you guys in YouTube land, if you're into staged games and whatnot, if you're the NFL, you can't let that happen, dude.
Dude, the last goddamn thing I'm going to talk about right now is staged games. I'm serious.
Hey, you got your 100% bets, baby. You win every game.
I'm here for, man. I'm here to burn you out on that shit.
Look,
I'm so tired of it.
That's what I'm here for.
Every week.
If I'm the Broncos and the Colts here, right, I do not want the Chiefs to lose this game. I do not want the Chiefs to lose
Broncos? You're trying to just win the division for the first time in
what are you
a
talking
decade.
Can I give you my Russell Westbrook impression? Bro, what are you talking about, bro?
No.
What are you talking about?
If I'm the Broncos and the Colts.
No, the Broncos definitely want the Chiefs to lose.
No, they don't. Because you're talking about Andy Reid.
They're trying to win the AFC.
No, you don't.
Once again.
Now you're going to get destroyed. Not only are you going to destroy the Broncos,
they want to win the AFC West,
Tanner, what are you talking about,
they don't,
bro?
It don't matter. They're going to lose this anyway. So the Broncos.
No, I'm telling you.
The Broncos are going to lose this week anyways. Here's the thing. If I'm the Broncos and Colts, I do not want the Chiefs to lose because they're going to destroy us off the bye week.
Dude, you're talking like it's
Immediately
week
after.
16. You're talking like it's week 16, and you got these teams
No, I'm not.
jockeying for their little.
I'm talking about a
whatever
team going on a
seeds
bye
they're gonna
week
be in.
next week.
You have no idea what seeds these teams are going to be in.
No, I'm not talking about seeding, guys. I'm talking about matchups coming up.
You just said
and
that you think
Chiefs-
Denver wants the Chiefs to win.
If the Broncos want to stand a game against the Chiefs after the bye week, they need the Chiefs to win. Plain and simple.
Okay.
Same with
All
the
right.
Colts. Otherwise, it's gonna be a massacre in those two games because the Chiefs are just
I'm
gonna roll.
sticking with my
roll.
original response, which is, "What are you talking about, bro?"
Yeah, we'll go.
You
with
don't
that.
believe in anger wins? That's where the Chiefs would be if they lose this game.
All right.
Dude, when
Whatever you
you're,
say, man.
When you're in the NFL, you want to win your division.
Yes. Especially if you're the
That's the
Broncos, they
whole-
haven't won in 10
That's
years.
the whole freaking point.
Well, that's the thing. Is like the Broncos at this point, they want to have those milestones. You know, they're just begging for the milestones to happen. Basically, it's like, hey, beat the
The
Chiefs.
Chargers already got their milestone.
Just
week 1.
listen for a second, Tanner. Just beat the Chiefs was a milestone, right? You know, finally end that fucking 16 game streak, right? Beat the Chiefs was a milestone. Now the next step for them in their mind is just win the AFC West for the first time in 10 years. And so that's now their next milestone. They're not worried about like, oh, we need the Chiefs to win so that this other thing happened. No, they want to win the AFC West.
I think I know what he's talking about.
I know what
I
you're
think
saying.
He's talking about the psychological factor where you don't want to have to be the Broncos and face an angry Chiefs team. I think that's where he's going with that.
God.
That's where I was going. That's what I was talking about.
Whatever.
The
Okay.
Broncos going to
I
lose to the
understand his
Houston
point. I
Texans.
don't agree with
guys.
it, but I understand his point.
Whatever. Okay. Whatever you got, man. All right, guys. I know we didn't dive super deep into this Bills Chiefs game. I think. Are you guys ready to do our score predictions though, or do we have anything else to say? Go ahead, Tanner.
I was going to say no Pacheco, no Oliver. We got the biggest meeting here. Rice has been a high usage. Xavier Worthy finally got a little bit more involved in the second game with Rice here.
I guess we should talk about Pacheco and his injury for a second. I mean, now with that being said, we know Kareem Hunt will be getting more carries on this game, which Kareem has done a great job so far this year, I think, and for filling in in certain situations. And he's the best goal line, goddamn 1 yard back in the entire league right now. And I was honestly bringing him back this year. I was actually not happy. I was actually disappointed because I wanted something more explosive in this offense. And but the thing is, what he's used for is perfect for what we need him for, and it's working. And it worked last year. It's working again this year. And anyways, Brashard Smith is going to get some more touches, I think, in this game. Now, what else? What else do you think is going to come from the running game for the Chiefs to make up for the fact that Pacheco is not going to be available?
I don't think they care, man. I think it's the Bills, and they're just going to go all out. They're just going to launch the ball all over the field, man.
Mahomes is going to have 55 attempts.
He's going to launch it.
55 passing attempts from Mahomes, Tanner, over under?
I think Elijah Mitchell gets active,
51?
and the way it sounds like he'll be active, and we'll see an Elijah Mitchell appearance this week.
All you have to do is
we have a old friend who has joined the show.
Ayo Saba,
old friend who's joined the show. We haven't seen Ayo Saba on the show in a while. It's nice to see.
Oh man, he missed the best part too. Well, that's all right. He can go back
Came
and
to
watch
top
it
me.
later.
So he says Chiefs should be able to run this game. Will be interesting to see how much they utilize. I think Smith gets more active in this game than we've seen to this point. Why not?
I don't want to start. I don't want to start with this Brashard Smith bull crap stuff. All right, I don't want to start with it. I'm done with it.
What about it? What's your problem with it? What do you mean?
You do a prop bet for under 1.5 receptions and the Raiders game, and he has like 4. So you go to the 2 mark last week where you could have utilized him, and you don't pass it to him. You said you let him run 4 times or whatever it was. So
Tanner, that was bad luck on your part.
I'm over it. I'm over it.
Honestly, Tanner, listen, that was bad luck on your part. You got to look past it and move on.
I'm over it. No,
I'm just telling you. That was a bad situation that you didn't know was going to happen. Okay. But it's a bad bet. But we can move on from that and think about the team right now. What's best for the team is what matters.
I do want Smith involved. So
He has to be. No, my other question though is so Eli Mitchell. Now, assuming he's going to
Elijah.
be well,
He's a
Elijah,
stud, man.
assuming he's going to
stud.
be active on the roster, who we saw basically nothing out of in preseason, and the things we did see were not great. Now, we've seen him with the 49ers in the past. We've seen he's got some speed, so he's got that ability at least. I
He's a vet.
I think that what we're going to look for though in this coming game is Eli is going to only probably touch the ball 3 times in this game. I think he's going to be involved, but touch the ball 3 times. Kareem Hunt's going to get like 12 carries, and Brashard Smith's going to get like 8. Is the way I see it playing out. But I have to bring him up because we have not seen Elijah Mitchell as a Chief in a real game ever before, but we will see it probably coming up this weekend. That's all.
And we got to think about like history too of vet presence and stuff. We've seen vet presence come off the bench like this or off an injury and be something, and be a contributor to the team. So I don't know. Well, we'll see. We'll find out more if he is activated on Sunday. I know there's a lot more people on X right now screaming for Clyde for some reason.
Oh, wow.
I'm okay.
Oh,
I'm okay.
Fantastic.
I'm okay.
I don't know. Is he in great shape? I have no idea.
He's on the practice squad.
It's probably too late in the week to worry about it, but Clyde would probably be a guy who's familiar with the offense and know how to run plays at least.
I mean, depending on what Mitchell's status is, Clyde might be activated for all we know.
Nah, if they throw Mitchell in there, dude, he's gonna break off a big one, dude. Against that defense, I could see him breaking off a big run. Even if he only gets 3 carries, I think one of them is gonna probably be huge.
All right. Well, guys, you ready to make some picks?
Yeah.
This is a big one. It's gonna be a fun one. I don't even know where I'm watching for sure yet. Probably Ellis Island in Vegas.
That wouldn't be bad. You got your cheap. They have cheap drinks over there.
Yeah,
Okay.
cheapish drinks. They have a bunch of TVs outside.
Yeah.
Well, they get that whole outside area. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. We haven't.
Why don't you just watch it? Can't you just watch it at the craps table and then you get free drinks?
I'm not gonna play craps, and I'm not gonna watch it at a table somewhere. I'll definitely be locked in at a better venue than that. So, guys, who wants to go first?
Jason.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go. I've got. I'm going to go with the over here. So we talked about that. It's 52.5. And I think I'm going to go with 31-24 Chiefs. Just because I don't really like the Bills passing game at all this year, man. I think if they can just figure out a way to stop the run, I think this will be a convincing 34-20 or 31-24 win.
All right. I'll go ahead and go next. So I already told you guys earlier, I think that this game is not properly put down by the draft books. I think that the Chiefs should not be favored in this game. The Bills should be favored in this game. But with that said, I see this game being a overtime game. Chiefs to win 34-31. I think this game goes to overtime, and the Chiefs
and they cover,
getting the job done. Chiefs take the win. They cover, obviously, with the 3 points. But with that said, I still believe that the sports books got it wrong, and my answer to that question was based on some bias. At the soul of where I come from with this situation, I think the Bills should get the win in this game based on my time as a Chiefs fan. But my bias is going to tell me the Chiefs find a way to make up for things, and their offense is good enough to put up 34 goddamn points with an overtime victory. And that's it.
You know, Mike, you talked about how the wrong team was favored in this game. And I talked about how the right team was favored in this game. Bills win 28-24. It's unfortunate. The Bills are 4-1 against us in the regular season, and they've done it with less before. Why not? I'm gonna stick with the trend here. We're gonna go Bills 28-24.
I like it. He's using that reverse psychology method. I'm here for it.
It's kind of funny because Tanner and I both did the same shit, just different ways. That's what's so great about the Chiefs-Bills rivalry, though, is that like it's so hard to predict, but you always know there's going to be points. You know there's going to be points, and so all those times Tanner has always been picking Chiefs 30, Chiefs 30, Chiefs 30, because he did that for a long time, and then finally it happened, and all of a sudden it happened again and again. You know, so I mean, it's like okay,
a broken clock is right 2 times every single day.
Now we realized
over again.
You realize that I'm saying the Chiefs lose because they don't break the 30-point mark this game.
Correct. I know. I hear you.
That's why. So 28-24 Bills.
Okay. I mean, that's very much a possibility as well. So, I mean, we'll see. I just know it's going to be a fun game. I know I'll be out there in Vegas trying to do my best to have fun with it, whether we win or lose, but I feel good about it regardless. And the bye week's going to be at a great time, I think, for the team to figure out what they want to do with themselves. And got the trade deadline coming up as well. And then worry about Denver. You know, focus on Denver because at the end of the day, I think Denver needs to be the focus on this team. Is they are 6-2 right now, about to play the Texans, and I think that you still need a division. You need to go win somehow. So that's where I feel with things right now with the Chiefs going into this game. So
yeah.
All right, guys. Well, are we ready for the final segment of the day?
Everybody's favorite. Easy money bet of the week.
Easy money bets. Wow, what a week, guys. What
week.
A freaking week for easy money bets.
Great week.
Except me. I don't get it. I go 50-50 the entire freaking year. And then this happens this week. So let's talk about it. Let's do a little recap, ladies and gentlemen. For week 8, last week, Mike had 2, Jason had 3, and I had 2. And I thought I was keeping it quite easy here. We'll start with the bad. That's on me. Okay. 0-2. My first 0-2. The first time this year I have not had a win for a week. Okay. First time. You know what? Just bad luck there. SMU -3. They didn't cover against Wake Forest. They ended up winning by 1 point. Daniel Jones over 11.5 rushing yards. Well, unfortunate. They didn't give the ball game. Tennessee didn't give him a ball game. Jones didn't have to run. I don't think he had any, actually, to be honest with you. Pretty sure he's finished with 0 rushing yards, which is actually it's actually his first of the year with 0 rushing yards. So trend didn't hit, whatever. We move on. We go past it. In comes Mike. This guy was 1-7, ladies and gentlemen, entering the week. 1-7. It's worst of the year.
Worst year of all time, Tanner.
I know. That's what I'm saying. He was sick of it. He's done with it. This guy went 2-0. He hit the Bills -7. They crushed the Panthers. Right, Panthers? Am I crazy?
Oh, yeah. They played the Panthers. It was like 40-13.
Andy Dalton. So Andy Dalton ended up starting the game. Mike had a great line at 7 and ended up being a blowout. Rice over 5.5 receptions and a Chiefs money line.
That was easy.
Rice went 9 for 9. 9 for 9.
Easy. Too easy.
And the Chiefs obviously ended up crushing Washington. 2-0 for Mike. And then put yourselves on the edge of the seat here. You guys want to know what the hell's going on here? This guy was 1-4 going into this week. 1-4. 1-4 going into this week. He had 3 bets. 3 bets he could have lost. No, he goes not just 1-0 with Houston covering -1.5. By the way, Houston getting a big win. They finally got something. Then he goes 2-0. The Jets +6.5. What a call. What a call. By the way, I was on Jets Island on my False Start Thursday show on Nick Bodkin's show. Jets Island on right here covering as well. You called it, JG, plus 6.5. They beat the Bengals in the final play. He had a third bet. This guy doesn't bet 3 times, let alone 2 times.
Never happen again.
Bucks -4. Bucks -4. Took care of the Saints. This guy swept the week. 3-0 puts him right at 50%. He's 4-4 going into week 9. So, with that recap here, for the year, JG is 4-4, 50% win percentage going to week 9. Mike, you're 3-7 now with a 30% win percentage going into week 9. And I am 6-10 with 38 going into week 9. That puts the Buffoons here, right back in contention here. 13-21. Here we come.
Dude, all I would say from going forward is like the regression back to the mean is going to be insane here. Like if you place every bet going forward on our picks going forward, it's going to be insane returns. Because first of all, I've never had a down year in my entire time of doing this show. And 1-7 was my start, and I'm about to make up for it, this week and get back to almost 500 basically. So, anyways, I'm just saying, people out there listening, the fact that we're 13-21 tells me that if you put some money down now, you're about to actually explode your bankroll if you follow these next few bets coming up.
Yeah, I totally agree, but I'll go ahead and give you the disclaimer. This is not financial advice.
Correct. It's not financial advice.
1-800 bets off.
But if you got some fuck you money to play with, then there you go. So that's what I recommend.
All right. Without kickoff, week 9, here we come. JG, you're up.
All right. So as I told you guys earlier, you'll probably never get 3 bets from me ever again like that. I was desperate to get back to 500. So, but I will go with 2. I typically only do 1, but I feel like maybe if I can go on the heater, then I can get back into the win column here. So I will give you 2 this week, and they're actually both coming from the same game. The Commanders, I'm going to take the Commanders +3. After that heartbreaking loss to the Chiefs, Jaden Daniels is back. Terry McLaurin is out. But I've got to go with the Commanders here. +3. Seattle, they've been playing pretty good defense here. So I'm also going to take the under 47.5 total. I think I believe the Seahawks are favored. Yeah, they're favored by 3. So give me the Commanders +3. I think it'll probably be a little bit lower scoring game. Commanders have been playing okay defense. They gave up 28 and 38 the last 2 weeks, but you have to understand that was against the Chiefs and the freaking Cowboys. So I'm not saying that they have a crap defense or anything like that. I think their defense is going to bounce back against this Seahawks team. So under 47.5, Commanders +3, easy money. Those are my 2 bets this week.
You say Scared Terry's out?
He is out. Yes.
He is officially out?
Yeah, Scary Terry's out.
Well, he won me my game last week, so on those 2 amazing catches. So I appreciate that guy.
Sure.
That sucks. All right, Mike, you're up.
All right, guys. So I had 2 last week. I have 3 this week, as a matter of fact. So if I can nail these 3, we're back to almost 500, which would be nuts if, considering we still have a whole half of the year left to go. I'm not trying to.
What are you doing? Minus 190 bets, 180 bets, minus 210.
Last week I did a parlay to make sure it was 115. Okay. Now in this situation, I have 3 different things that are going to be different values, but all very similar, and you'll figure out why. So, first one, guys. Obviously, this Bills Chiefs matchup to me screams passing all over for Patrick Mahomes. So, with Pacheco being out, you're going to have Kareem Hunt, obviously, but Brashard Smith, who former wide receiver, is going to be involved quite a bit in this game. Patrick Mahomes, 270 passing right now. I like the over. It's minus 116. Okay. So we're on the verge of basically where I would say is okay to bet with, okay, based on our easy money bets. But over 270 is Patrick Mahomes passing yards in this coming game, because this game's going to, as I said earlier, go into overtime. And so, luckily in the NFL world, an overtime stats still count. Next one, Broncos to win money line over the Texans. I know Tanner hates this one, but it's plus 110. And so you guys saw, I went a minus 116. Now I'm going plus 110 on this next bet. Broncos to beat the Texans outright and on the road, plus 110. And, I think it's going to be a great matchup. And I think Denver feels like they're rolling right now. And CJ Stroud is iffy at times. I know Patrick Surtain is out for a few weeks, of course, but I like Denver and Bo Nix to get the job done. I think they're starting to find a rhythm offensively. And so I think that's going to be the calling card for the Broncos as they prepare themselves for the eventual Chiefs week in a few weeks. Last one coming up tomorrow night. It's Thursday. You guys know anything about Thursdays? Thursdays are always weird games where stuff doesn't make sense. Shit never works out the way it should be. Ravens and Dolphins. The over-under is 51.5. I like the under in tomorrow night's game with the Ravens and Dolphins. You might ask yourself, now, Ravens' defense has been shitty. The Dolphins are shitty. It's like, why would you pick the under? It should be an over game, right? Lamar Jackson's back. Well, these Thursday games get weird. These Thursday games don't make any sense. And so for me, some things get figured out with the Ravens here. And I think they end up possibly getting the win against the Dolphins. So I think the defense shows up a little bit better with Lamar returning. So anyways, those are my 3 picks for the weekend.
Yeah,
Dogs on Thursday.
I like the Denver one specifically, just because you guys know I love to pick Houston.
You love
almost
Houston
every single week. So I felt wrong. Something felt wrong about me doing that this week, which is why I didn't give you the Houston game. And that's probably the reason why, is because I think Denver has a really good chance.
I feel good about Denver winning that game.
Yeah.
All right. And look, I ended up screenshotting like 6 bets, and I'm sitting here trying to figure out throughout the show, through tonight, like, what do I like? Like, which ones do I want to share with you guys? I think I got it down. I think I got it down. So, 3 bets. College bet first one, of course, because we had to go to college still. Georgia Tech, North Carolina State. Georgia Tech's minus 5.5 favorites right now. We are going to go Georgia Tech in this game, minus 5.5 as a spread favorite. So we'll go Georgia Tech there. Next up, back to the Chiefs game. Mike alluded to Mahomes having to do some stuff here. We're going to take the over 4.5 rushing attempts for Patrick Mahomes. We saw it early in the year when they didn't have a rushing game. Sure, they got Hunt, they have Smith. But how much is that going to cause Mahomes to have to run? So we're going to take Mahomes over the 4.5 rushing attempts. And we'll take this even line here. Tyrone Tracy Jr. of the Giants. Cam Scatterbo out for the year. He is back in the saddle. They're going against San Francisco. They're going to have to run the ball at times too. Who knows? They might be up the way San Francisco played last week. We're going to take over the 13.5 rushing attempts for Tyrone Tracy Jr. for this week. So there you go. There's your 3 bets.
All right. Well, I just hope as a group we can get ourselves back to close to 500. That's all. Because as you guys know, the goal every year is 600. Is the actual average win-loss bet.
So we just gave you 8. Do you think we can go 8-0 on the week? That'd be pretty amazing.
We've never done that before.
Never gone 8-0.
One of us is the mole. One of us is going to lose.
Something always happens.
One of us is going to screw up I don't know which
Yeah.
one, but it's like Starsky back in the day. Last year, he was doing parlays every week of our bets. I don't know if he ever won one
I don't think he did.
because every
I don't
year
think he did.
he would have at least one of us would lose something,
But
even though
but-
well, yeah, there was some other issues, but
We might have cleaned him out. I hope he kept his day. I hope he kept his day job.
He kept betting all of our parlays. I don't know if I would do a parlay of our bets, not with 8 of them, especially. Oh, Tanner froze up. He's frozen. Look at him.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if he's frozen on everyone's feed or not, but
Yeah, I think it's. We'll have to
let's
chalk
see.
that one up to the
Here,
producer.
we're
I
gonna
think the
remove
producer-
him and then add him back in if we need to. But Tanner is frozen. So I'm gonna remove Tanner. Now we have a water bottle. I'm gonna back to the stage, see if anything pops up. But
Yeah.
anyways, hey, the good news is if that was the end of Tanner, we got through most of the show. That's good.
Yeah, that's not bad, man. Because I could tell he'd thrown a few back before that show started. Dude, there was something wrong with him.
Oh, he just logged off. Okay.
Oh, he gave up. Okay.
Well, he might have given up. He might try to get back on. I don't know.
He got
or
tired.
maybe not.
He got tired of us trashing him for saying that Denver wants the Chiefs to win.
Yeah, that doesn't make
Buffalo.
any sense at all, really, honestly. So, yeah, that's okay, Tanner. We'll talk about that more. Anyways, man, we got a lot coming up this weekend. It's gonna be fun. I know you got a lot planned coming up too yourself. But
When do you get back from Vegas?
it'll be like Monday night.
Oh, you get back Monday night. Okay.
And I'll be there tomorrow morning, and then be back Monday night. So
All right. We'll have
It'll
fun
be-
out there, man.
it'll be a lot, man. Getting in 20,000 steps a day, walking all over town, doing all kinds of random whatever comes up, things.
Best of luck. I hope you crush the casinos as usual.
It's-
So,
And that's the plan. I haven't played in 2 months.
yeah.
So my longest hiatus in a while. I have not gone this long without playing.
I
in
don't think
quite a
I
while.
could sit out that long, man. Like
I just had to not think about it. If
Yeah.
I just don't think about it, well, I've had other things to think about, obviously. So it's like I've been busy with
I mean,
that.
when you're losing, it's easy to quit for 3 to 6 months.
Well,
But
sure.
When you're doing well, it's very difficult to sit out for 2 months.
Yeah, no, I agree. I had other stuff coming up in my life, and I just needed to reel it back for a while. And so in Vegas, I'll try to kind of get back to where I was for a minute and see how that feels again.
And we gave
So-
up on crypto, so now
Well,
we're
I don't want
back
to talk
to.
about crypto.
We gave up on crypto, so now that we're back to the only thing that matters is the Chiefs and casino gambling.
Yeah, I can't talk about crypto. Not right now, anyway. We'll talk about it a different day. All right, Tanner, you have any final thoughts?
Well, before my computer decided to disconnect from Wi-Fi,
You had a surprise butt fuck. Who's so surprised?
I'm not surprised anymore. I can go 2 hours on a live stream by myself, no problem. But I get with you guys,
Yeah, it's
It
the
just
normal
sounds
buffoon
wicked.
butt fuck, is what it is.
I don't get it. Whatever it is. By the way, so I was gonna say you were talking about like how somebody always screws it up. It's not on us. We're betting what should happen. It's the teams or the players' fault, not us.
That's
So-
true. I do agree with that one. Or in some cases, the dare I say NFL referee's fault, or the
Or-
NCAA referee's fault for being paid to
Right,
do
right.
certain things that might be frowned upon if people actually knew about it.
That's fair. I just want to throw that out there. Like it's not necessarily
I'm
our
not even
pick,
entertaining
it's
this.
them. So,
I deal with it enough online. I'm just not doing it.
I'm not doing the.
You got to blame the refs sometimes.
I just
Sometimes you got to do
yeah, I'm not. I don't. I deal with it enough throughout my day.
it.
My day to day, every single week when the Chiefs win, is full of this shit. So
Yeah,
I don't
I
have
got
time.
nothing else though. I can't be connected, so it's fine.
all right, guys. Well, anyways, as you all know, I'll be in Vegas for the next few days, but I will be back for next Wednesday. So we'll be doing a show once again a week from today. So that'll be nice to see how things have changed over the last few days. And
Chance I might not be on. Chance I might be on. So we'll find out. Day of.
okay,
It's gonna be dead. It's gonna be
we'll
dead
figure
out
it
there in Vegas, man. You're not gonna have a lot of people out there.
Yeah, I'll be curious. I mean, you never know what you're going to find out there, but I think it's going to be great weather. 80 degrees every day is what I saw. So
Yeah, October
sounds
is
perfect.
October is always really slow, but now you
Oh.
throw on top of
Well.
that fact that the tourism is in the tank right now.
I'm not really gonna care because I've been in Vegas where it's packed ass to ass, and you're trying to walk down the strip and you can barely move and you're shuffling your feet. So if that's not the case, then that's fine with me. I can
The weather's
I can live with that.
perfect.
Yeah, the
weather's
weather's
perfect.
perfect out there this time of year. So I'm gonna enjoy that and enjoy some football and just hanging out with my family, hanging out. I get to see my parents when I go out there and my sister and grandma. Grandma's coming along. So it'll be just it's kind of a family reunion in some kind of ways whenever we go out there.
Hey, maybe
And-
you might, if you get lucky, you might run into Chauncey Billups and one of his rigged.
Ooh, Chauncey.
Since you like to talk about rigged things, his rigged poker games.
I got a feeling
maybe you
he's
could join one of those.
I got a feeling he's not in Vegas right now. If I had to guess, based on his allegations.
Still wild.
But
Michael Saylor's in Vegas right now. But you
I might try to find. No, hang on. That's different. You said crypto. You didn't say Bitcoin earlier. Now, Bitcoin I'll talk about, but crypto I'm not going to talk about right now.
All right.
But anyways, looking forward to the weekend coming up and everything like that, and hanging out with the fam and just having a good time. It's my favorite city that's not Kansas City, basically.
It'll be
Put it
good.
that way.
It'll be a good time.
So and nothing against you butt fuckers, but now I get to spend time with them this time, because last time I felt like I neglected them. I didn't mean to. I was busy butt fucking around with you guys, and so this time it'll be getting to hang out with them most of the time. So
Well,
that'll be
you
good.
neglected us the day we went to Fremont Street.
Well, yeah, but you neglected us the first night.
Only for 2 hours.
He says 2 hours. No,
Only 2 hours.
He pulled what I
Get
pulled
outta
that
here,
first
dude.
night.
You neglected us from like 3 p.m. all the way to midnight.
No, that's true. You're right. You're right. No, that was a bad night. I agree.
And don't forget about.
I'm gonna make a vow to
forget about
myself right now.
Saturday.
I'm not doing that again. I'm gonna be okay every single day. Not staying up till 5 a.m. playing baccarat.
I was like, Mike, don't forget about Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, that Saturday or whatever Sunday, whatever day it was that Jason slept in the room the whole time.
No, you were in the room for a while that one day. Yeah, you did have a second day where you did that kind of thing. But dude, honestly, I was so knocked out that one day. Like I felt like such crap that I couldn't function. I took my own Uber ride back from Fremont down south to the hotel.
Well,
And
you're
that was it.
lucky. You're lucky that you missed out on what we did, because we went to White Castle, and that didn't work out too well the following day. So you actually got lucky, man, because as bad as you felt, you would have been much worse had you had
Yeah.
White Castle.
No, that's true.
I didn't have a
I knew I wasn't gonna be
problem.
able to work and function that day.
I didn't have
But
a
I'm not
personal
staying
day.
up till 4 and 5 a.m. again. So I've already made that a promise to myself that I'm too goddamn old for that shit anymore. And so I can't do that. So I'll be a 1 a.m. boy. 1 a.m. How about 1 a.m.? That's much more better. Yep. Deal with that. So anyways, guys, any final words before we get out of here?
Let's go.
Cool.
Go Chiefs.
Well, those of you listening, thank you so much for hanging out with us for a while. And this game this weekend is going to be freaking badass as usual, as we all know. It's also nationwide, so every state, city across the entire country, 3:25 p.m. The Chiefs are basically your primetime game of the day. So just turn on your TV and boom, Chiefs are in your face, just as you want every goddamn week.
And
That's what you want. Take
Don't
that.
turn
nation.
on X. Don't turn on X because it's going to be all about the refs. So.
Oh yeah. Well, that's fine. Hey,
No,
turn it on.
I want to
and
watch
bathe in
that.
it. Bathe
I
in it.
need to watch.
No, yeah, that's what I do.
Turn
I
on-
love to
turn-
talk about the refs.
Turn on
man.
your X and then bathe in
enjoy
the
it.
fucking bathe in the hatred. Bathe in it.
If you get the hatred,
Every
that means
single
you're doing
call is
well.
going to be scrutinized up your ass, and it's going to be amazing. I cannot wait. I love it. I love it. Throughout the week, what I do, I just get on X, and everyone's bitching 3 days later about some call that was just nonsense. Or taking screenshots on their phone of something like a first down that was like 3 seconds after the play was over. Whatever. You know what I mean?
Why would you not want to bag on the refs if they're all gambling on the games anyway? Like,
Well, the
you might as
Chiefs
well
have-
talk shit on.
By the way, the
refs.
Chiefs have Carl Sheffers as the referee in this game,
Yeah,
which
fantastic,
which is perfect
fantastic.
because Carl Sheffers is the biggest butt fucker of all time. And He's the referee that Travis Kelce said shouldn't even work at Foot Locker.
But that's the narrative, though. That's why the Chiefs can win, because he has that narrative going against him.
I don't know that the Chiefs' record's great with Carl Sheffers, honestly.
Oh, it's horrible.
I think Carl Sheffers is pretty dog shit as a referee.
That's
but
why he's in debt. He is in debt to the Chiefs because of what he's done, all of his shenanigans.
Maybe. I thought Brad Allen did a great job last week. Paid him just enough money to make the job get done.
That's right. By the way, I love the complaints of the overturned calls that went in favor of Washington, and we were still to blame that it was even a review, and we still talked about it. So,
got to complain about something, man.
Can't make everybody happy.
You got to cry somewhere. When your team is bad and you lose games, you got to cry, and you got to complain every single day, and blame the referees.
Or you could be Buffalo after the 13-second game and just change the entire rules of the NFL.
Ooh, get it the way you want it.
Times.
You complain long enough, they'll change the rules.
That's true.
Multiple times.
If you're Josh Allen, they'll cater to you enough. So I mean, seems to be a possibility of a thing.
All right, let's get out of here, boys.
All right, I'm tired of talking to your ass, Tanner. So
go, Tanner.
I'll see.
Go do another shot, Tanner.
Yeah, get drunk.
I don't do.
I know
shots.
what you did.
I know what you've been doing.
You cut off your camera so you could go drink some vodka, and then came back like nothing happened.
Let's go get another.
Wow.
Long Island,
I know that's
man.
what you did.
Go get you another Long Island.
I know that's what
get
you
it over
did.
with.
So, anyways, I'll talk to you buttholes in a week. All right, guys. With all that said, thank you all for listening, hanging out for a while, and I will see you all on the next one. Outro.
See you guys.